So symbol is a straight line. So straightness is represented by straight line. So T is the tolerance. So what is the meaning of this? That means the actual surface should lie between two straight lines separated by a maximum distance of T. So the tolerance zone when projected by a plane is limited, projected in a plane is limited by two parallel straight lines, the distance T apart. So the actual surface should lie between these two lines separated by a distance T apart. Okay, now we'll see this in detail since we have learned in the lab also. We'll go into detail. What is straightness error? So this is the basic definition of straightness error in the standard. The straightness, okay, this is actually 2004, the latest version, there is a change, slight changes are there, but the concept is very same. The straightness of a single tolerance feature is deemed to be correct when the feature is confined between two straight lines. So the feature should be between two straight lines and the distance between both is equal to or less than the value of the specified tolerance. So this is the definition. So how should these straight lines be oriented? It should be oriented so that the maximum distance between them is the least possible value. So we are drawing two lines. So the distance between that is, we can align the lines such that the distance between them is a minimum. Okay, in other words, okay, this is my interpretation. Okay, we can skip this. So the symbol is, we have already seen. Okay, so in the beginning, when measuring instruments are not there, so straightness often used to be measured with respect to a horizontal line. And there was a simple instrument which was the spirit level, which can be used to measure straightness. So what you do is you move the spirit level over the surface and then you get a line like this. For example, how much is the angle? It is the inclination. So you get the inclination at various surfaces. So you have this angle, this is one line. What is this angle? You get it? This angle, this angle. So like that, then you can draw this line. So what is the maximum point? What is the minimum point? You can find out. And the distance between the two will be straightness error. So we can imagine horizontal lines passing through the maximum and minimum point, and the distance between the maximum and minimum point, that is defined as straightness error. So this used to be one of the first methods of measuring straightness error. Hello? Any question? Please ask. Or please write in the chat box. Anything is there? Okay, so this is the simplest in straightness, simplest method to define straightness. Okay, so we'll do some problems. So you have to do such problems in the Edu server also. So this is the simplest problem. So you are given X distances and the deviation is Y. So I have two sets of data. One is to be given as an example, other is to be done in class. So I used to have plenty of class assignments. So this is, so 35212 is the deviations from measured using a some instrument. Okay, so you got the heights Y at different coordinates, locations X. So maximum is 5, minimum is 1 for the first data set. So the straightness error is 5 minus 1, 4. So what is the straightness error for the second data set? Somebody can write in the chat box. Okay, correct. So maximum is 4, minimum is 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, so that is the basic, so straightness with respect to a horizontal line. But the horizontal line is not mathematically elegant. It's a very crude method, or a very rough method. So people are not happy. So some of the people suggested that why don't you calculate with respect to the endpoint line? Okay, that is the line joining the first point and last point. Okay, so join the first point and last point. So we can, so once you know the data, we can determine the equation of the line joining the first point and last point. So first point is x is 100, y is 3. Last point is x is 500, y is 2. So we find out that line and then draw a line parallel to that ideal line passing through the peak error point and the valley error point, and the distance between the two lines which enclose the entire surface, that is treated as the straightness level. So this is the straightness level. So this was the approach some people suggested, and this is what we actually do in the lab. We have done the calculation in EDUSERVER. So equation of line joining the 2 points is y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 by x2 minus x1. So endpoints are 100, 3, 500, 2. So here there is a small problem. You have to be careful. So 100 is in millimeters, whereas the y direction movement is measured in micrometers. So there is a small distortion because of that. So equation of the line 1 is this one, and for B is okay. So we can do and verify all this. Next, the deviations. So first we find out the endpoint line, and then we calculate the deviations with respect to this endpoint line. So substitute x equal to 100, 200, etc. Find out y cap, 3, 2.75, etc. And then find out the error at each point, y minus y cap. So since it passes through the first point and last point, the error at the first point and the last point will be 0. The maximum is 2.25, minimum is minus 1.25. So straightness of it is 2.25 minus 1.25 is 3.5. So that is the straightness error with respect to the endpoint line. So this is instead of using equation, so we are using a tabular method when we learn the autocollimeter. So that is a method which even before I joined NIT, that method used to be taught. When we purchased that autocollimeter, the autocollimeter manual was having that method. So we have just continued with that. We did not change the instruction. It is given in the manual. Just show the manual. Okay, so this is for the data set A. For data set B, similarly, you can calculate, you can verify on your own. Same answer. So one point we should note is straightness error is defined as E max minus E minimum. So this is based on the assumption that the lines are actually okay. In this for the given data, it will actually we have to take the correct error is perpendicular to the line. This is the correct error, straightness error. But we have simply taken maximum minus minimum, which is a vertical distance. So the correct value is actually the approximate value into cosine of theta. But the only thing is theta is very small. Why? Cos theta equal to 1 by root of 1 plus L naught square, where L naught is the slope of the line. Slope of the line has to be found considering the same unit in x and y directions. So what happens is that microns we have to divide by 1000 to get in millimeter. Then x and y both are in millimeters, and then you have to calculate the slope. So then cos theta is 0.99999, so it does not matter. The vertical distance and horizontal inclined distance are almost equal because the angle is very small. Since theta is very, very small. Okay, so we are assuming that the generally the auto commutator, this it is almost horizontal. It is well aligned. Horizontal distance are the millimeters and vertical distance is micrometers, so that we can neglect the angle. Otherwise, the normal deviation has to be obtained instead of vertical deviation. For example, in the coordinate measuring machine, we don't really align with the workpiece with the datum, or we don't align with the measurement axis. So in such cases, we have to take the correct deviations. You cannot take the approximate deviations. There's one paper on this by Dr. M.S. Shanmugam of IIT Madras, who was my teacher. Okay. So, more than 30 years back. So, that is with respect to the endpoint line. But endpoint line also is not mathematically very elegant. So, many mathematicians used to object to that. So, there are many people ask, why can't we use a regression line to fit, the best fit regression line can be used and the straightness of the determinant. So, obviously it is possible, we can fit a regression line. So that is the other reference line, least squares line. Okay, you can solve using the usual regression method. We have learned it when we calculated a type A uncertainty regression. So in lab also we have used this regression method several times. So you can fit a straight line and determine the deviations. And for the first error case, the straight error is 2.8. So this is lower than the error calculated using. No, this is what is the doesn't matter. So anyway, this is how straightness error with respect to the least squares line is calculated. So this is the straightness error for the second data set. Okay, so please cross check. So one problem where all the 5 types of, okay, all the 3 reference lines have to be used. One is horizontal, then one is endpoint line, and one is least square method. So 3 methods have to be used, and that is one problem for the quiz. Okay. Then, strictly speaking, none of this is correct. What is the correct according to the standard? The ideal line should be chosen so that the straightness error is a minimum. So straightness error with respect to the minimum zone line. So we have to actually for straightness it is easy because there's only one variable. You just have to change the slope. So many people use methods like simplex method and all to determine the straightness error. So, and of course, I have my own algorithm is there, exchange algorithm, which sorry. So, sorry, some unknown number was coming. So, okay, so that is so method, exchange algorithm, and all. Okay, you don't have to study. So, again, this was my MTech paper, algorithm of formula using split agreement Chebyshev approximation, and then modification for coordinate data is after a joint array. Okay, so you can see that for this equation, get a straightness error. So this equation, how you get, you have to see my paper, and straightness error is 2.66, which is lower than that of the least squares error. So that is why minimum zone line. So this is called the minimal zone straightness. Okay, so luckily you don't have to do this assignment. So usually I'll do it in class. So